Hello. Hello, my name's Steve. I'm here from accounting. And it's my job today to show you how great of a job you're doing. Don't know why this is the accent I had to go for it. Don't know why this is the existence I've decided to have. But you know. It's music. Yeah, we're back. Right? It's Little Nightmares 2. It's funny because I was thinking, like, I was, first off, the reason I was late is because I was busy downloading, well, I literally just shoved breakfast dinner down my throat, and then, I was trying to make sure everything was downloaded so that it wouldn't try to download in the background, which it normally doesn't. But then I'm like, oh wait, no, I'm just putting it off, really. Just putting it off for, obvious reasons. I hate horror, and I found the last section of this game very fucking annoying. It's very unfitting, this music. Oh. Huh. It's not often that you get an actual body. Oh, God. Oh. What are you doing, Six? Leave it alone. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I see a dead body just freshly dead. No, he's just put his head through a fucking TV. First response? Let's just give it a wee little kick. Make sure he's dead. Really make sure he's dead. Because if he's not, and he's just stunned or something, and he's... gonna move. He's gonna fucking, eat my ass. But not in the good way. Oh, boy. Just think about these TVs is causing them to... What is it saying? It's doing the perfect job of being just enough fucking garbled nonsense for me to not understand what it is. It sounds like it's French, to be honest. Like, it sounds like, it sounds like it's English. But I can't tell if it's because there's so many layers that I can't understand what it's saying, or if it is just garbled nonsense. Fuck. He fell. So that's some of the best news I've seen in forever about, in terms of Fallout information. Eh. find that you know, Fallout 3, a game I've been wholly unable to play, has finally got an update which allows you to play it. You know, makes it playable. Meaning they removed the Windows Game Store. Oh, I see. Why is he drawing these little gnome boys? It's like a fucking Five Guys up in here. You know, where you go into the Five Guys and you see, like, you know, a couple of shitty drawings. A couple good drawings, but, you know, just a mixture of art about Five Guys. There the key is. I thought I had to get into the roof based on, you know. Based on the panning shot it gave me. Might still have to. I don't know how we would do it though. Any ideas? 6? No. So what has that done? I wonder if there's anything in the bottom shelf there. There is not. It's putting it off, you know. Just putting it off. Okay, you want us to go here? 6 completely ignored that. What are we doing then, you nub? Why did you give me one shot of the outside, then never again? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so I know what game I'm playing after this. Good old Fallout 3. Never been able to play it because it always crashes due to the well, never can get it to run due to the lack of Windows game play manager, whatever. And then it crashed, but I don't know if the dual core thing's still an issue or not. Because I'm assuming that my computer has more than one core. Is that a bird with its head stuck in a jar? I wonder if this is one of those pieces of art, right, where like, you know, if you got shine on it at a certain angle, you shine on the art and it looks like something else. I doubt it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and make the executive call that's just a bunch of fucking bottles and cans strapped to the fucking roof with rope. Which, you know, seems like a long way to go for a subpar mobile, I guess. Is it mobile or is it mobile? I'm talking about the thing that babies have. Really go pee before I actually throw myself off? No? I haven't got a hat in forever. I knew it. It's fucking Sauron. Sauron's the true villain of this game. Shit. I didn't think that was going to be too far of a drop, but you know. Is that really the final message of the game? That like TV is just evil and that's it? Well, I assume it's like, you know, evil corporation running the TV or something like that. Something about the TVs is enslaving people. Is there a rat room? No? She's wholly uninterested? That's fine. I do genuinely wonder if that's supposed to be the message here. God, I put a lot of trust in fucking 6. I found a young girl in a basement playing a music box, and I've basically trusted her with my entire fucking life. Right? Because, like, you know, catching people like that cannot be easy, especially when you're doing it with one hand. Because, like, that's just gonna dislocate your fucking arm. You know what I mean? Our little monkey children ways. So where did that little ladder go? Is it just, I think maybe it's under the planks. It's safe in here, don't look at me like that. She comes over, she stares at me. This might be a run segment. I kind of thought maybe the house was going to settle and that it wouldn't just collapse like that. Like, you know, it was one of those watch out for certain plank things. No. No. Oh shit, where the fuck's the handle? Is that... What do I do? She wouldn't push before. God damn it. It's clear I tried to push her before. She didn't. She just fucking ignored me. Right? Let's go, let's go, let's go, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go, go, go. Go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Bye, 6. Now it's you who dies and I get to live. Oh shit. That was a joke. Completely fine. Legs work entirely fine. I wonder, right, if motherfucker. I wonder if Mono is supposed to be the boy from the first game, or if that's just a completely different boy, and you know I'm reading into things too much. Because there was that boy in the first game you played as in the DLC. Gotta test it. If she can't hide, it's a good thing. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? My face. No, can't spin it. No spin top. Why are these shoes around? Any kind of symbolic meaning to all the shoes. Like, I guess maybe some people, maybe this whole thing is about like rapture. Right? Maybe that's the whole symbology here. Is it's about rapture. Right? Because like you know, everybody left on the earth is super fucking sinful in one way or another. right? Like there's, weird doll guy, murder teacher, from the first game there was like evil Japanese lady, uh, puppet master man, murder twins. Maybe, and then everybody was full of gluttony, right? Every other, living person in the game. Oh, it's Slenderman. Is he gonna climb out of the TV after us now? Sharper, you keep those thoughts to yourself, young man. Little boy. Not Scary Dave. It's the collections man. The end. That's it. Ooh. I'm gonna climb over the sofa. Sure, but now's the time to be dancing. No PJ jams for you, dog. Oh, we were in this room before, right? I think. Come on. See, I got the whole story down, right? Dark, mysterious figure, right? Mr. Incognito. He's the sins of all humanity. After they, they just look at too much incognito on the internet history. And he's just the sin. And he comes to take up innocent little children because, he never can get his innocence back because of all the weird fucking porn y'all looking at. So he's of course trying to, I guess, either save the children or reclaim his innocence through possibly eating them or, murder. The only two ways that, you can reclaim innocence through children. That or he's like Michael Jackson, and he's just got this big old kid farm. That he does something with. No comment. No further comment necessary. I don't know why he wants the children. How could I? I am but a little boy. Little boy. I don't like this room. Something's gonna happen. And now the power control TVs. The man who controls the TVs controls the world. Postman Sam. I deliver the mail. Did you know that your wife gets mail from Jim from down the road? Why wouldn't they just talk? Why do they need to write something down? You'll never know. I wonder if I don't know. I don't know what the point. I see TV, I turn it on. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple bloke, just see a TV, turn it on. No, now it doesn't go anywhere. But I didn't get anything wrong here, did I? So I don't see the validation in going back. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to see if, because obviously there'd have to be some reason. Jeez Louise. Chill. A chill down my spine. A premonition of dark deeds to come. Oh. Was it possibly about moving this? Is it stuck on something, or? There we go. I did get the mailman, yes. It's the first hat I've found in quite a long time, actually. Like I missed a lot of hats. It just truly isn't the TF2 way. What do you think of that? I don't know. Right, I'm trying to. I made a joke theory about like he's essentially he's incognito mode and he's upset that I'm assuming he's stealing people's souls or something, right? Because he's obviously taking all those other children. He's kidnapped all those poor little children. But what is he doing with them? He's obviously eating their innocence. See, he lacks any. No, it's just like, TV. What does the TV mean? Because, like, there's that whole eye. Well, also, he leaves behind the secrets that we're looking at. Fuck you. I've, Yes, I have played the first game. I know that's the Marishoka dolls or whatever they're called. That they have all those little souls in them. But I know that the eye is in relevance to the TV. There's a lot of drawings of that Darkman. Dark Dave, we call him. I think I give him a different name, but Dark Dave's works. Yeah, the lady. I mean, yeah, it's all that. The little portrait up there. The newspaper with the eye. I can't see if there's anything else in the pictures because and I have a remote instead of a flashlight, which infinitely more and less useful. I also had another theory that this is essentially I don't know much about Bible speak, but it seems to be kind of like a rapture thing. Oh, come on. Hey, TV's bad for you. TV's okay for you. TV's bad for you, turns it off. TV's okay for you, turns it back on. Oh, I see. I know I don't see. Do I need to get in her TV to go out there? Question is, how do I get around her? How's it different from today? Look at all these people slaves to the television. I also wonder why the TV is full of meat. Why is the TV meat? Because they had that eyeball in there. That's like how we just let the 6 get fucked by the guy. We went and hid, and she hid as well. Did a very poor job of it. Come on, 6. We've been doing this for a while now. I just walked off the edge. I was looking away. Just completely looked away and just, I let Jesus take the controls of the joystick, and he led me astray. Yeah, but like I said, another theory that I threw out there just randomly was this is like purgatory essentially, because everybody here seems pretty fucking sinful. He's got a nice fucking. I think this is the other kind of because there's like 2 types of fedora, right? There's like the, there's like the gentleman's fedora. You okay down there, man? He's not okay. He is not okay. Right? Is a trilby just the? I think that's the other name for it, right? A trilby, trebly. Is it the same thing hat as a fedora, or is it like, you know, it's about hat cut or something? I don't fucking know. I'm not a hatman. Actually, I own. I don't know where it is, but I own a fedora-like hat that I used for a Indiana Jones costume for Halloween. So I could Indiana Jones base Milady somebody. Artifacts? You know, didn't Indiana Jones do a lot of, like, well, you know, it was like, it was... Wasn't it that... Sorry, I just gotta scratch my leg, because it's aching up a little bit. But, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember if it was... Well, no, that's what it was. It was Steven Spielberg wanted to direct a Jason Bond movie. But they said, couldn't do it. You're not allowed. You're not cool enough. And he's like, wow, that's not fucking cool, dog. And then, somebody, I don't remember who, came up to him and said, hey, I got Jason Bond for you, but it's not Jason Bond, it's, you know. Suicide's not funny, kids, but goddamn is it funny. I don't... Oh yeah, no, 100%, right? And it's doing that Dutch tilt thing again, right? Where it's specifically tilting the screen so you feel uneasy. And I mean, how could this not give dystopia vibes, right? You've got the Eye of Sauron looking like, you know, I guess broadcasting, you know, broadcasting something that enslaves the population and turns their faces into fucking mashed potato heads, you know. And then there's the signal tower. I'm assuming that's what's causing this, more or less. But I don't know. My like, you know, again, all these empty clothes was my assumption. Like, oh, everybody's been raptured except for all the sinners, because, like, you know, everybody seems to be full of fucking sin. Right, because there's, like, the... Like, in the first game, there was, like, those giant fucking gluttony people. There was, you know, evil, murderous kimono lady, you know, disgusting meat puppet man, the murder twins. You know, in this game, there's murder teacher... creepy, not a sex thing, hospital guy. Right, there's all these. These are just like general sinners, right? I don't, you know, again, I don't read the Bible. I don't really believe too much in it. So I don't know how correct or incorrect I'd be about a rapture-like scenario. But don't they just leave everybody who's, like, shitty on the planet? And then, you know, everybody else goes to heaven. So it doesn't seem like it could be overly far off in terms of conceptual ideas. Except for the children. I don't know why there's all these children here. Everybody knows children, the original sinners, is so full of fucking... I mean, like, have you met a kid? Full of sin. And not in, like, a weird way. I mean, in, like, you know, those kids are dicks. What's in the box? Oh. What's in the box? I'm not gonna get that up there, am I? I don't want to put the potato head in at all. Do I need to put the hat on and deliver this package? Be a little mailman. Well, your package, ma'am. I say you've ordered 3 dildos again. I'm getting greedy, aren't we? This is a very uncomfortable thing to push. Got your mail right here. Oopsie daisy. You know, it doesn't say fragile in the box. I'm allowed to do what I want with it. Can I? Have it? Okay, yeah. I thought I could throw it from there, but it doesn't seem like I'm able to. Or I guess I could, like... No, I can't jump with it. Your mail, sir? See? I get it. I get context clues. Your mail, sir? Can I not pull this one from here? No. Oh, okay. No, wait, I get it. I understand what's going on. I've got the brain of a small bird. I like to think I have reptile brain. You know, maybe when our lizard overlords take over one day, they'll recognize my reptile brain and say, "Hey, this guy may be dumb, but he's got a reptile brain, and therefore we have to let him live." And then I'll say, "No, please, I want to die." And be like, "No, no, 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 no. The council has spoken. This decision's been made. It is much too late for you to get a say in it." And I'll be like, "No, please. I most humbly request of you, do not let me live. My sins, they are too great." And they'll say, "No, no. You are a part of our lizard overlord cult now." And I will cry. Cry every time. Back down the chute. Wait, no. If I go back down the chute, I'm gonna die, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. I'm not going to die. Down the chute? God. Okay, game does not like that. Game no like you. I wonder if I just have to send it back down and then... No, I don't think it's sending it back down. No, don't worry, I got it. Right, it's, can't show achievements. I can't show achievements. It's called, post-industrial. Right? I saw a package in a box and I thought, well, that's a mailman package. Do I turn it off and then... Oh, you know what I probably have to do? I hate that little bunny thing. I don't like that it's looking at me like that. I'm gonna, you know... what's it? Adam Sandler from Click 'Em. You know what? For crimes against humanity and looking pretty fucking weird, I sentence you to death. That easy. I'll do it again. Young lady, I know you were innocent in all this. I wouldn't take this personally, but you know, in a way, I mean, I'd allow you to. Like you can do anything about it. Whoop! I almost said the cursed word. I almost uttered the cursed words from my lips, and I almost regretted it. I don't like that word. You use use those words ironically, and then you use them unironically, and then you're stuck shouting "Ye." And I shall not be one of those yeet feet people. Wait. Okay. Oh. I seem to have broken the TV. Can I use her corpse to carry me up? It also seems like they have TV sucking powers. So I wonder if they're just like aspects of Dave. Like, cause he was trying to suck my soul out with her fucking potato face. That only a mother could love. I don't want to go down there. Is there like an achievement for walking over there and staring at the TV with them? Like getting mauled to death by turning the TV off? Because that'd be an achievement and a half. Get mauled to death by, you know, an entire crowd of people. How do I get up there? For death! Go full Scooby Doo. Ooh, Draggy! Roger out! Rhymes are rough! Don't work to reading your rock! Now, go ahead and guess what the fuck I just uttered from my mouth. A little paperboy's hat. Yes, yes, I'm the paperboy. Have you bought the newest Times? Times are tough, missus. Buy a paper for a nickel. Can't do that. Yeah. What is this? English time? It's a shopping cart. I love those little, like, differences in language. Because it's fun to bully people over. Nothing else. Let's see if you can't break it by... Well, I said let's see if we can't break it. British! Yeah, no tease. No tease for you, sir. Ironically. I'm also jammed in here. I don't know how I manage, but I have managed to get jammed again. Is it me? Is it the game? I'll let you decide. You, the viewer, you get to decide. Whose fault is it? Probably mine. Get psychokinetic powers to push around my cart, like in Psychonauts. I missed that game already. I'm not gonna play through it again, but I miss it. Nonetheless. What the hell is that cart doing? Service, please. I've been waiting a whole of 5 seconds. I need service. Get another creepy children's room. Yes, yes. Meh. Is this the chamber pot? Poop pot? Am I in the poop pot now? Can I get out that window? Freedom? No? It's funny, right? Because, like, British is its own nationality. To say, like, oh, I'm half British. It makes sense. Right? Just, I'm half British, and then half human. To be honest, if I was going to, declare a race less than human, I don't think it'd be, well, British isn't a race, but you know what I mean. A nationality? It's like a subdivision. So am I supposed to turn this off? Right. I'm just worried that if I turn it off, some man who's been watching the telly is gonna walk out from underneath the cabinet and he's gonna eat my ass. I'm also afraid it's gonna turn back on. Oi, mate, gotta go to the loo. That's a right on. I think that's more Australian, isn't it? Right on, banger. Yeah. I always slip into the cooler British, which is Australian, of course. There's British and then there's fun British. I also really liked learning that apparently, and again, TM. As always, take anything I say with a grain of salt, but allegedly, the whole, American, favorite color, all that stuff about American printing being more expensive and therefore removing all the U's to make it cheaper is actually untrue. And that basically Americans removed all the fucking U's just to piss off the British. It's like, yeah, we've changed the entire way the fucking English is spelled. Enjoy that, asshole. Just to be really petty. And, you know, honestly, I could believe it. It sounds like something, you know, we might do. There's nothing, like, up there, is there? Just the Jack in the Box. Also, I'm stuck to this TV now, so... It's funny because, you know, a lot of, like, the YouTube-based content I consume is British-based. Right, like, one of the main big channels I watch is British. So... I do hear a lot of, like, British people speak. Especially now that, like, you know, because I'm working a lot, you know, I spend 5 hours at work, so I listen to a podcast, which is from that same channel right now, because I'm just trying to find more shit. I've watched, you know, all of my fucking D&D shows that I haven't caught up on. Oh no. Sorry, sir, we're closed. Man, this is not Black Friday. Show you Black Friday shop, please. You have to wait for the deals, my dude. Oh, who am I kidding? This is exactly like a Black Friday shop. This kind of reminds me of, like the whole TV, going in and out of TV things. Reminds me of that one Fairly Odd Parents special movie thing. I think it gives me the option to turn it back on, you know what I mean? It's all about the illusion of choice. But, you know, that Fairly Odd Parents remote, I don't remember what it was called. But, you know. I'm 6. Turns TV off. Come on. Don't let Dave take it, 6. Oh my god, what are you kidding me? A dapper Slenderman. And his name is Dave. Dave from In the TV. I like the idea, right, that, you know, of course, his name is just Dave. Right? He's got a regular name. That's what makes it scary. And that, you know, this terrifying entity from, you know, beyond the stars, clearly some kind of eldritch demon. He's just named fucking Dave. You can have the axe, Dave. See ya. Hey! I feel like, in the name of good sportsmanship, he should have had to break down. He should have had to break down the door too. Is he gonna reappear? You know, when you're midway through, he goes. He reappears. I just, you know, you wake up an elder god. His name's not Cthulhu. It's George.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, darling. I see what I have to do, and I waste the time. My speed run is ruined. My 100% no death run. Close enough. I like the idea that I still somehow consider this 100% no death run. Yeah, I'm just in denial about how poorly I'm playing. Especially after, I know you weren't here for it, but that fucking hospital segment was fucking horrendous.
Yeah, what it is, they're not deaths, they're just, well, you know, there were proofs he dies, he just kind of, like, wakes, it was a dream, right? Dream sequence number 17. I'm sure I have more deaths than your average Jim Job or Jumba. Jim Job or Jambalaya. Why can't I have a fedora? This guy got raptured, see? Oh, cool. Oh, part of me thought for a second there he was a fake Dave. Dave, you're not playing fair, okay? You have to fucking walk around these objects. You can't just fucking warp through them and expect everybody to be cool with it, Dave. What was I supposed to do there? I think I put it the wrong way. Oh yeah, he did the right thing, he just caught up. That's kind of garbo. Oh, god damn it, no! No, I didn't, I did the wrong thing. I turned it the wrong way, I think. I don't know. It looked like I hit it, turned to the left, and just opened the door for him all the way. You know, just a major minor concussion. Don't worry, I've got a paper bag to cushion the blow to my head. Oh no. It's Six's TV signal. He takes off my bag. He realizes, my son. That's how I've been kidnapping children. I've been looking for my kid. Now that I found it, I can turn everything back to normal. And then Dave went back to fucking, the afterlife and pay child support for Mono. Yeah, I mean, it could, a sensor overload thing, where because he's wearing the bag with 2 high holes in it, it's, less of the world that he has to specifically see. So it's kind of like, horse blinders, right? You can only ever see what's in front of you. Which helps you cope with the idea that the world is this terrifyingly scary place. You don't have to see as much of it. No, so he's taking it off to face reality. No, it's like I said, facing reality, accepting the truth of the world. How do I turn this man? Stop! Mr. Bad Touch, no.
Desist, do not touch me there. That is my no swear. I just stuck in this forever loop with him.
Okay. Hat, please. Nope. Hat's gone now. Hat's dead. Rip Hat. I loved him. Put the blinders back on. It's too scary. I can fucking bend reality to my whim. I'm the new Dave. I never wanted to grow up to be my father, but you know, here I am. I'm Dave now. I'm gonna go in there. There's gonna be a little Dave suit for me, a little Dave hat, just miniature, my size, of course. But you know, somebody's got to continue the cycle of Dave. Did I say you could close the door? Rips it back open. We need to get some railings in here. This is not up to OSHA standards. I can feel my dumb ass slipping off of these. Oh yeah, and then just follow a slight shadow through a pink door. That sounds like a good idea. I wonder if it's through a certain order. Don't go the other way around. I wonder if it's... Strip it, calm down. Yeah, the music's right here, right? And if I go back through, it's gonna... Oh, I see. Who opened this door? This is like that meme. How the fuck do you bend a door, UPS? Or the mail server, whatever. I don't... How did the fucking FedEx ship my door and bend it? No, just DM us and we'll send you a new one. No. Explain how the fuck you bend a door. I'm going to the carnival. Oh, I see. Push that door open, this one? Question mark? I wonder why it's pink. Is there some significance to the color of the light? Or is it just like, it's supposed to be like purple, there's a purple haze and that's just a white light? So part of me feels like, you know, realistically we shouldn't be following the creepy music through doors. How do I get across without going through a door? Oh, I still have to push down the plank first. This is the same music that, you know, obviously, the first game had. And then, that 6 was playing initially. Upon meeting her. What's that? Is it just a chunk of ceiling up there? I think it's just a chunk of ceiling. Hey, 6, you really grown up in the time since I last saw you. You got some yaoi hands there, buddy. Also, your fucking arm has, like, too many elbows. Okay, I'll, see you later. I'm not gonna press Y to call. No, I think I'm good. To not have to deal with Monkey 6. He has digigrade legs and, whatever the fuck you would call that for arms. Jeez Louise.
Sorry, 6. It's time for the music to stop. It's time to stop playing around. We're not kids anymore. I think she's happy with us. Hey, I'm the new Dave. You can't do this to me. The way my little legs fucking... I'm the new Dave. We can't do this. I'm in charge here. I'm the adult. Not you, monkey girl. Wow. Smash one fucking irreplaceable music box and suddenly, you know. Ah, fuck! Don't worry. I'll just jump to death. Honorable seppuku. Look, she had to do the opposite of facing the music, okay? Whatever that, you know, statement would be, she had to do that. Fucking hell, god damn it! This platform!
Hey, can we just talk this out, you know? I also wonder if there's like, you know, if we're in like a pocket dimension made for her, or if this is like a apartment building of like lost souls. God damn it! I cannot for the life of me get this correct. Real you want 6, it's not coming back. Killing me won't make it better. Okay. Yep. No, that's reasonable, I guess. Oh, okay. Now I understand how it works. More or less. Sucker! Hey! Turns around, loser. Oh, I mean, I don't know how sad it is, right? Is Six dying? Is Six just caught in this dream and we're attempting to wake her up through breaking these music boxes? And this is also a coping mechanism because I don't like horror. But to be fair, this part isn't scary. Like, is this reality based entirely in her mental state? And we're in here destroying this thing that's anchoring her into this form. Speedrunning champion, man. You gotta have those tic-tacs. Tic-tac tactics. You gotta be a true gamer. Where'd my axe go? Oh. Wow, that was a little bit unfair. Ding dong.
I assume we're rescuing her by doing this. And that this, like I said, I don't think this is sad specifically. More so than it's, you know, us rescuing a friend through the actions we're taking here. Right, like, the people we see in the real world are these horrible mangled projections of oneself caused by Dave's fucking meddling. See? Are we the little boy from the DLC in the first game? She gets up and she still murders me. It is somebody else. He looks familiar. He looks similar to him, but you know how different can you make one little boy with no describing features? That's death. This is one. Just making sure. I didn't know if he had a name. Exactly my point. You know. It's just the same model, more or less. Just that's why I had to ask the question. Fucking God. I got my potatoes mashed. Come on, buddy, move a little bit faster. As if your life were on the line. And there was some giant fucking, you know, gloppy meat monster who was, you know... behind you. It just lets me go. Just for the music box. Do I have to, like... Wow! CO6, okay.
She really didn't forget me about that music box. Just the great meat, see? Is it one of those, like, loop things? I know, I get it. It's her bag, right? Something she wasn't ready to get rid of. That was essentially acting as her crutch to, you know, perceive the world around her. But in the day, you know, did it to save her ass, and... you know, I guess she can enjoy eternity stuck by herself while I become Dave. Pulls the door out. I'm right, I know it. I can feel it in my bones. It's me. Because, like, the thing is, right, so Dave's Well, Dave's grabbing Mono first might have been something about, revenge for him. But then, like, the powers that be, when I shunted reality by breaking Dave's back, it was like, I have to be Dave, right? That he's somehow part of the cause of this. And I am him, he is me. Especially because, like, he lives in the TV, and I could bend the TV reality. I also wonder if there's more to the eye in general, because, like, in the first game it kind of turned people to stone. So is it just, like, is it the fingers of the Eldritch God, and it's manifesting in different ways? Because that's why I can only assume that this reality has become twisted like this because of something like that. Yeah, everything minus that hospital section. Pretty nice. That fucking hospital section with those stupid flashlights, and I hate it so much. Ugh. Yeah, no, but, like, the second you see Dave, right? Dave shows up. Okay, he's just the terrifying figure who lives in the TV. He grabs Mono. Okay, well, he couldn't see me. He grabbed the first kid he saw. He's just been kidnapping kids, right? And then we go through the TV. So that's already something weird. Is it my ability to go through the TV, or is it, is it just a thing of these TVs where children can pass through them, but adults are, like, warped by their, Yeah, I guess, yeah, it could be that self-fulfilling prophecy, but to me that spot that Six hidden didn't even look hidden. You know what I mean? Because Six kind of, like, she looked like she was out in the open when she was hiding there. But maybe from his point of view it would have been better. But, then, like I said, there's going through the TV, which just either struck me as it's something that children can do because, it's that, TV world. And then when I started bending Dave specifically, future Mono, it became apparent to me that, like, I was either going to essentially become the thing I hated most. Oh, dude, Dave came up to me, he tried to fucking get his hand on me, and I broke his back in half as I twisted him and the remainder of reality. And then I summoned the tower to me, and that's another fucking thing, right? Like, I entered the tower, which is apparently, when the other children enter, they get warped into those monsters. And maybe, that was just my monster. My monster was Dave. A fully grown adult with a job. With the job of kidnapping children. But I wonder if it's one of those, either I was always Dave, or if by, like, it's like one of those things, like, where in, TV you see, like, oh, they have, like, a certain gene, quote unquote, or, like, maybe, each children is born with a certain, like, crippling part of it, crippling part of their ability, and that's why, mine is one of those things where I shunt reality out, so the negative of that is kind of controlling reality. Right? Six has that kind of evil side to her, that monstrous, like, monstrous, murderous part of her that I guess the music box kind of, like, music tames the savage beast. It could be that. I think it's what it is that, like, this reality, whatever it is, it's made to bend and break people, right? So the children, while they're still young, they have these coping mechanisms. Mono has his hat, right? Six has her music box. It's some way to kind of shunt out this horrible, twisted reality that's around them, right? uh, Six denied hers, or was denied hers because she grasped onto it too hard, became obsessed with it, became the monster within. Mono, on the other hand, gave in to his. He no longer relied on it. He took it off, allowed whatever whatever warping of the universe to not enter him, but he, instead of becoming that monster, used it to warp the universe, so he wouldn't have become, if Mono hadn't dropped him, he wouldn't become Dave, right? But after receiving that trauma by betrayal and subsequent locked in the meat prison, he became Dave because maybe. Again, I don't know, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where Dave always existed. Because, right, I've read a story where basically the main villain always existed, right? He's a god of time. Everything he did and does, is to create his existence. So he always existed in this space and always will exist because everything he'd done in the future makes sure he exists in the past and blah, blah, blah. Is it like that where Dave is but a self-fulfilling prophecy, or that each child has a certain ability or a certain mental trauma, right? And by virtue of Dave's reality denial, he becomes this reality bending monster. Because after the betrayal, he gives into that mental illness, right? Much like how Mono's mental illness is kind of her rage and destruction, right? And she becomes a monster. She becomes a large, one of the, if you look at the people who exist in the world, right? I guess the teacher, right? Teachers always are depicted as always have the eyes at the back of their head. So she was able to see more by stretching her neck out, right? It's one of those things where maybe I'm trying to think of for example, the fat guy. I don't know what his would be. Maybe he wanted to be I don't know if it's something about being lighter and then being lighter than air. Or something along those lines where they have some kind of mental illness, and because they rely on it too heavily or they give into that mental illness, they become these monsters that are in a way related to their mental illness, and or the general abilities, not ability but general things about them, right? So Mono became this murderous monster with brutish strength, and Six then became a reality denial, because Dave didn't follow the rules of reality. He could walk through TVs, and all that stuff. So maybe his mental illness allowed him to essentially deny reality in that way, that he became an avatar of the signal tower, of the Eldritch God's finger that was stuck into reality. Because everything seemed to be bent around that one point, right? All the towers were kind of tilting towards that tower, towards the signal tower, right? So whatever the signal tower is, it's warping reality around it. And then something happens that causes Little Nightmares 1 to happen. Which is a whole different fucking book in and of itself. Because, again, even then, she's giving into that monster that still exists within her in Little Nightmares 1, right? Exactly, right? So, and like you said, Mono's hat, when he takes it off, right, he uses his blinders, right? He doesn't want to see the world around him, right? So he uses that crutch, right? It's his security blanket. Much like how Six had her little music box. That's her security blanket. Each living child probably has something that they use as a crutch to exist within this bent, warped world that allows them to not go mad, right? and then there's two ending results of that. There's either, well, it's possibly, I imagine realistically, there's one ending result, right? The child becomes too heavily dependent, well, other than obvious death, the child becomes too dependent on it, and it warps into this unhealthy obsession with, with this thing, right? So, Monos becomes a unhealthy obsession with denying reality, right? He warps himself closer to the tower. He's allowed to teleport, to shift through the TVs, and that's that. He might be a better, like, for example, he might be the perfect conduit for the Signal Tower, right? And that's why it chooses him to, like, act as its agent in the world, right? While he's going to and from it, teleporting to every TV, and then just fucking up children left, right, and center. Mono, for example, has hers where it's like one of those. I'm guessing, right? And I don't know if it's true. One of the whole thing of music soothes the savage beast, right? She's got this temper, and you see it like like you said. Remember that part where I think that's real. That's the end of Mono's story. They might. I don't know if they plan on doing another one, but it would seem that 6 is more or less the main pinning of it, right? Because 6 was the main character in the first one, and again, you kind of I don't know if this whole thing is planned out, right? Like the person wrote this big overarching story, and they already have these main ideas in mind, right? Because I'm wondering if 6 is kind of like immune to it now, right? I'm assuming that Little Nightmares 1 comes after Little Nightmares 2, and that her crutch is manifesting in terms of that hunger that she experiences. Yeah, and I'm sure he might make another appearance. Like, I imagine that if they do make more of these games, the end goal is either to unbend reality, to shunt whatever dark god exists in this reality back into its own, wherever it came from, to put it back to sleep, or whatever inevitable death 6 earns, because she, so far, I don't 100% remember the first game, though I do think she just kind of walks out. I don't think she goes with anybody. I don't remember what happens to the Lost Boy. I did both of those on the channel, but it's been a year or two. You know what I mean? So my only assumption is that they'll slowly release either more comics or more games to kind of continue this story. I mean, even realistically, you could do a fairly interesting, like, animated show as well if you really wanted to. I wouldn't suggest it, I wouldn't say that's the perfect way to go with this media franchise, but I wouldn't say it'd be terrible. I think you could do a fairly decent one. Probably like one short movie kind of thing, rather than a whole like series. But you know what I mean. But it's one of those things where it leaves a lot up to interpretation, right? Like I think my understanding of it, from at least what I'm thinking of without knowing more, because again I haven't read the comics or anything yet. But my understanding of it, I think, seems fairly solid, and I'm sure that somebody has spent months writing a Wikipedia, a whole wiki, Little Nightmares fandom wiki, which explains every little detail and how the yellow of Six Colt's coat is exactly 3 shades above sunshine yellow, and therefore all that jazz. I don't know. I definitely think they could, like, I feel like with the names they've chosen, 1 and 6, that there will be at least, another installation or two. Just because, like, it seems weird that they chose, they chose those names specifically. You know what I mean? That while it was a joke, they could have a 2, 3, 4, and 5 in some form of media that they might show off.
And I'd be more than happy to do another one of these for a Halloween thing, but, you know. Yeah. I think, I don't know. I don't think the game would have been the same without her. You know what I mean? And that's, of course, a post-mortem thing, you know. Obviously, playing through the game would not have been anywhere near the same without her. Yeah. Well, I assume that 6 had a dip in popularity mainly due to the fact that she fucking dropped his ass. Like, you know, when a character becomes semi-villainous. And that's the issue, right? Any inclusion of 6 in future, like Little Nightmares 3, any inclusion of 6 might, with it, bring some kind of, like, you know, some kind of expectation for her to act a certain way. Is she going to be the same murderous asshole? Because obviously it's the second game. The first game has to come after the second game, because she had the coat in the second game, or the first game, you know, and she got it in this game. So I don't remember. Did she eat a child? She ate one of the gnomes. She ate one of the. So she did have psychopathic, you know, tendencies in the first. Like, you know, she ate a gnome, a living gnome too. So I don't know. I'm not gonna be the end all be all of lore keeping, but I don't know. I feel like, right, to me, so far at the very least, so far she seems to be like the main linchpin of the story. So I imagine if she shows up in like another one, right, she probably won't play as much of a main support role as she did in this game. So more of one of those things where, like, you see her in the background during the story. She keeps popping up, and then inevitably does something with the main character that twists the story in a certain way. Whether it's helping or hurting, who knows? I guess that really kind of depends on how you perceive the ending of the last game. You know, because she got out of the boat, or whatever the hell that place was. Right, so presumably she's still alive. But, I mean, I'm not the one to say. I think, yeah. Well, because the thing is, right, the Maw, if that is the name of it, the Maw, it reminded me of, like, the shark from the Jamie the Giant Peach movie, if you remember that. I don't know if that's a too old reference to make. But there was a giant, like, mechanical shark that went up and ate stuff and then just put it into tins and pooped out into the ocean. So it's kind of like one of those things where it was something sucking up land masses and feeding it to the, like, sucking up children and feeding them to all the fat people inside. But she ended up escaping that, right, you know. So she could, and presumably, be in further games. The problem is, I feel like Mono's story is told, right? Any inclusion of Mono in other games would, of course, have to keep going further back into the past, which is kind of, it kind of bothers, it would not bothers me, but, like, you know, it feels like you could do less with it than you could do with, you know, a in-story 6. You know what I mean? And to be fair, I didn't follow this game fairly heavily. I only found out about it a while. Well, I don't know how long I've had this, but, you know, it came out in 2017. I'm playing in 2021. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yep. I just feel like any inclusion of him is kind of like a, you know, he's going to be fine. It's one of those things where once you realize this game is a prequel, you know Mono's going to be fine no matter what, or 6 is going to be fine no matter what happens. But any game that happens now that isn't a further prequel, anything could happen to her, right? Mono's future is set in stone. He ends up as Dave. And unless they show, like, you know, a shunting of reality, like, you know, whatever, an unwarping of this reality, then you know he ends up as Dave, and it's kind of like, you know, whatever. But Six's story is still kind of not set in stone. Where and even especially if she's lost that kind of mental crutch that would turn her into a monster. Then she's essentially kind of immune to the world, and maybe that immunity allows her to kind of break the curse in the end of the day. Who knows, But obviously that's it for now. There's no DLC for this game, at least not as far as I'm aware. And that's my spooky game for the month. So I don't have to do any more spooky games till next year. Woo! I think obviously there will be. Okay, that's good. I'll try to keep an eye out for that, I guess. I'm assuming that Steam will notify me in the news section that there's a DLC for the game. I will try to keep my ear out for that, and then I think I can bend the rules a bit and not play it during Spook Month, assuming that it comes out at any other time during the year. But obviously the other game we're playing right now is Pathfinder, and then Fallout 3 now, because like I said earlier in the stream, Fallout 3 got a patch, finally. All it took was Microsoft buying the company for it to get rid of Microsoft's terrible mistake in the game. So hopefully it's playable now. I would happy to give it a shot. If I try playing it not tomorrow, but next when I try playing it, if it fucks up, we'll just do something else for the night and then figure out what I'm gonna do in the long run. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the help, by the way. I do like if I miss a secret, it's good to know where it will be. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and bye before I ramble on for another hour. See ya.